What is up, guys? Dave Odom coming at you from Queens, New York.
Yeah.
Really?
No, hold on. Today's episode, we're going to talk about that Netflix original movie, Bright. We fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I even argued with people this morning about it. But let's start off. It stars Will Smith.
And Joe Edgerton.
Fucking about time. 14 tries later.
Yeah.
But in this world, it starts off right from the beginning, like they keep mentioning 2,000 years earlier, where the orcs chose the wrong side. It's just L.A. with just a bunch of fucking everything.
Yeah, so it's basically modern times. It's essentially modern times, but imagine if orcs, elves, dragons, fairies, all
fucking
of that
police minotaurs
was like just a regular fucking thing, and it's like nothing. So we follow like this LAPD officer who's played by Will Smith, and
his orc partner, who's the first ever orc to ever become a police officer.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into the complete storyline of the movie, of the entire movie, because we want you to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to hit some key points about it. Like, a lot of people don't realize in the film, like I realized right away, there's no religion in it. They talk about like magic and old clans and all this stuff, and there's the Shield of Light, and all these people talk about prophecy. And then you start realizing that when they keep talking about 2,000 years ago, they're talking about the Dark Lord. It replaces Jesus Christ. Because, it's the day of our Lord and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow. And that's like where 9 races unite to fight the Dark Lord. And the whole film's about these elves who are fucking trying to resurrect the Dark Lord. And so that he can enslave the earth.
And it's funny, too, because, like, the movie is basically just a cop movie.
It's a buddy cop movie with that.
That's set in a world, a fantasy, like a Tolkien type of world, but it's really just a cop movie about like kind of like racism, right?
Yeah,
so like that's basically.
And I think a lot of people were annoyed that like it viewed LA like that, but LA's a racist fucking place to be in.
Jesus Christ.
And then people were bitching to me, like I was arguing this morning with a lot of people about that the elves were on like dressed like elves, like Lord of the Ring things and all that stuff, and you're like, hey man. This is just a different take on the same
the whole
mythos.
That is the whole point of the film.
No, not to me. It has to stay the same. I want horseback cops not riding that Minotaur horse because it's not right.
It's
not right. Centaur? Minotaur? Centaur.
Always the two-legged.
Switch it. Man dick. Human fucking horn guy. No, this one's horse cock. With a guy's top half torso.
Yes. So
I think we're going to a new level by me saying horse cock. But still, it's one of those things where I got super annoyed that people just cannot open their mind and try out something.
I'm just saying that fucking.
I know it's worse than Suicide Squad. I'm like,
listen, I'm just saying.
Foot stopped at your ass.
Rogue One was way too much of a war movie for me. Same thing to me. That's the same.
Star Wars. It's a fucking war.
So not to get too off track, but like, I mean, that's the reason that I like the film. It has a way of making you forget that it's in a mythological world, like
it makes you think you're just in L.A.
Yeah,
and you're watching like Training Day.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like that, and then they'll throw in shit that reminds you like
a dragon flying over the city.
Yeah, there's a scene, like perfect thing, like they're just cruising through the city, and like they stop, and there's a centaur with like a SWAT outfit on. I think he's got like a helmet.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah. He's got like a SWAT.
Oh, he's a police officer.
Yeah,
but he's a
fucking centaur, and you're like, oh shit! It like throws you off because you're like, oh, that's right, we're in a Tolkien world. Fuck. Another scene is like it shows the skyline of LA at night, and you see like the moon, and you see the silhouette of a fucking dragon flying across, but nobody talks about it. Like nobody even mentions it. It's just a thing. Yeah, that's just the world.
And then I get arguments about like the wand, about people wanting to pick up the wand and all this stuff, and it blows up people.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
It's like that's the awesome part about the film. It throws you in a modern world where there is elves and there is orcs and there is dragons and there is centaurs. One thing that I'm very upset about is that there was no dwarves. That's a very major contention for me.
That's a sequel.
Where are you going?
Hold on.
Where are you going?
I'm a little bit mad about the Star Wars scene.
No, you're just gonna go answer the door is what you're gonna go do. So, yeah,
Dwarf.
yeah. So, so they, so like, so that's the thing. Like the movie makes you, you kind of like it throws you into like this crazy world. It's really just a cop movie, like Training Day. Like I mean, not
Training
like
Day,
story,
another 48 hours,
like
something like that.
yeah, it's you know what I mean. Like they throw in like all these anthropomorphic like type of races like orcs, regular orcs, right? Like but orcs are basically like ugly humans. I mean, really.
Well, here's
and
the
the same
thing.
thing with elves.
In Lord of the Rings,
But then they
though,
throw in like these crazy centaurs, and then you're like, oh shit, this is.
you kind of get used to the elves and the orcs by the end of the film.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But it's the other stuff you're like, whoa,
it's
that strip club got a succubus in it.
Yeah,
but here's the thing that Abe didn't know. He didn't know that orcs in Lord of the Rings are just evil elves.
Yeah, because in Dungeons and Dragons, I think it was Dungeons and Dragons. This is the reason I wasn't when you told me that, I was like, oh shit, I don't remember that. Because in like D&D, there's the Drow, and the Drow are dark elves. They're not regular.
No.
But there's orcs, but there's no. Like,
in this film, it's called the Inferni, is the dark elves.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we don't know if they're dark elves. They just might just be a faction of elves, right?
No. That's what they call dark elves. But they refer to them in the film as Inferni.
Okay, yeah, so maybe you're right. Yeah.
They like the Shield of the Light is the other clan.
The thing is like this. This is what I like about the movie. It gives you like a real potential for like a big crazy world. Like I wouldn't mind it as a show. I think it would be kind of interesting because it would
too long. It would be too dragged out. No, that's the thing. I like that the movie did not stop.
Yeah,
just kept going.
This is going. You know what I like about it. You know why I would like it as a show?
What?
Because it would remind me of Alien Nation.
It's
Alien Nation.
But the difference is like the problem is like you can't have a superstar actors in there in a show.
Oh no. Yeah. I would say the idea.
If they turn around and did a new Bright with different people, fine.
But this is the thing. Like they could. This is what my argument is that it's a whole world, right? So you can literally just have like different characters. Like you can still have another cop or whatever or something in the same world as Bright and have like a show, because that's what made Alien Nation really awesome. Was you had a guy with his partner who was a fucking alien, and it was just like this weird dynamic.
But the movie was phenomenal though.
The movie was. Oh yeah,
the original movie was fucking what's his name? Fucking the guy from Rollerball and James Caan.
Was it? Yeah,
James Caan
you're right.
The detective.
Right. Yeah.
And it was I always forgot this guy, Mandy Muse, I think his name is something like that. Man, my name is Montoya. Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah,
that was the guy who was the alien. That guy is fucking awesome.
So
no, sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, but like it's like similar. It's kind of like that way where like the aliens. I mean, like I think Alien Nation, they were like refugees or something like that. It was something like that.
In this world, you've lived together.
Yeah,
but in this world, you've always lived together.
But
there was even one orc saying in Miami, it's a lot different than this shit.
Yeah. This is the thing. Like they set up this awesome like lore. Like everything is like this crazy background that you don't even know about. But the some of the characters mention it, and you're like, oh, that could be something so.
Oh much, one character talks about killing orcs in his family bloodline from Russia.
Yeah,
like everything else still worked out the same.
And this is the cool part is that it goes so far back. They had like this, I guess, a crazy war where the orcs chose the side of the Dark Lord, and now like everyone kind of does not like orcs because of that. Like so, all that ancient hatred still exists in society, right? And so now no one wants to accept like Jacoby, which is the orc cop, and everyone keeps calling. It's funny because they keep saying that he's a diversity hire. Like which I think is like interesting because they're taking that and they're like, holy shit, like, oh fuck. And it's funny because like he's kind of like kind of shitty. Like he's like fucking nervous and all fucked up as a cop, and like you're like, oh shit, fuck.
He's a young cop who doesn't know shit.
He doesn't know dick, so it's like oh well. I mean,
and without going into detail though, he's a great cop.
No, but this is the thing. Like, yeah. Of course, he ends up.
I don't want to go into details. There's so many little parts of the films that made me happy to watch it.
I mean, some people might just find it like I don't know. I didn't see a problem with the movie. The movie is so out there, it's kind of outlandish, but that's what makes it really cool because it throws you off in a lot of ways, and I've never seen like something like that before. It's like something you've never seen before. It's kind of cool. Like, I mean, unless there's like another show that did it, but I don't think so. I've never seen anything like it. Um, and the characters, man, you know what? The movie really aggravated me, like because of the way they treated him, like the Jacoby, like it was like it literally legit, like I was getting so mad. Like everyone was such a scumbag, and even Will Smith. This is a kind of a cool thing. Like Will Smith was like a fucking asshole. In that
Yeah,
film.
he was a
really, really.
Yeah, but imagine being
person.
a black cop in 1960s LA.
Yeah, that's the dope part. Like,
you know what I mean? It's a reflection of like racism in the world.
Yeah,
and I thought it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I
can't wait for part 2.
So it's basically like he's a diversity hire, I guess, right? And then Will Smith kind of gets stuck with him. He doesn't really like him. They're not really like friends or anything like that. It's one of those things where he has to like kind of accept him. It's like very typical archetypal story, like cop movie. And
get him on my
and basically what happens is that eventually a wand appears, which is essentially, I guess, to them like the source of ultimate power. Because
you can resurrect the Dark Lord, and you can have anything you want.
Yeah, you can have anything you want. You don't like
a nuclear device that grants wishes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it seems like in this world magic is outlawed, but in general. But I don't know if like it's just that the wands are outlawed or whatever. I know the wands are out. Like
what's banned in my world.
But they don't. This is
what's banned in my world.
What?
Nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And if you're referring to it as like that, of course it's gonna be banned.
Yeah. So, but like magic in general, like they don't really go into it. Like this is the cool part about it. Like you don't really know. Like you don't really know. Like, is magic banned in general, or is it just a wand?
I think it's just a wand.
Or does the wand grant you the magic, or is there people that can do magic? Like you don't really know. It's like a big.
They did enough to tell you that the wand is the magic.
Yeah.
And that's why they're all hunting it down.
Yeah. And like they don't really tell you like exactly what happens. It gives you like this big open like a.
There's not a lot of background to it.
Yeah, but it's in a good way. It's like it opens it up for like a potential like whole giant fucking universe of a modern Tolkien world, which is dope. That's fucking one because this it feels like something that they can make a spin-off of like a lot. Like really.
Let's see. I would like to see another movie with this guy.
But anyways,
but my thing would be Joel Edgerton as the cop. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal.
That's
We're learning the hunch walk. Yo, Abe could even mimic that if he tried.
Yeah, I know. I was born with it. It's like I don't know. It's like one of those really basic stories where you have two partners that don't really get along, and then in the end they kind of get along, like towards the end. But yeah, I would say yeah. How
about watch the film? You got Netflix.
You gotta watch. Yeah,
check it out. We just wanted to bring it to you in high definition of us talking about it.
But it's a really weird. It's just an odd movie, but it's a really good movie. I really liked it.
Yo, here's the thing: people complain about it, but there was a famous series of films back in the day that it was Italian directors in Italy making American cowboy films.
Oh yeah, spaghetti westerns, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was kidding. That was the punchline. But spaghetti westerns. This is a movie like that, where it's kind of like a mixed match, and you're like, this doesn't make sense to me or whatever, but you just go for the fucking ride.
Yeah.
It's like, like sometimes like in those spaghetti westerns, the dialogue didn't make sense, but it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. If you're into fantasy, it's a really weird movie. Hey, watch it. It's a really.
They got you covered.
Yeah, they got you covered. And if you like
cop films, they got you covered in there too.
Yeah. I mean, what was the one with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, some girl was telling me how it's like a shitty Bad Boys with elves, but the elves don't. I'm like, kill me.
No, but this is the cool part. Like the way the society is separated. That was another thing that I liked.
Oh yeah,
like
the elves, the money.
The elves basically like run everything. Like they're the ones with the money and
they run the world with magic.
Yeah, and the orcs are just like everybody shits on them, so they're just like urban fucking like scum. Basically, nobody fucking cares about them at all. And I don't know. It sets up like a really interesting world, and I don't know. I think like watch it and see what you think. So I mean, so that's
there's a lot of amazing parts in there, as like a movie fan that I love.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go into it because I want you to watch it.
Yeah, we want you to watch the movie. It's like a lot of really cool fantasy. The magic is dope. The magic wand is fucking awesome. The way they did that,
the magic wand was
love
dope.
I love it.
Some of the scenes was dope, but Joel Edgerton as at work was fucking great.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I don't want to ruin it, but when he talks about like you can't change evolution, you can smell who you're chasing.
Yeah,
And that kind of got to me because he was such a tough like innocent dude trying to be a cop.
Yeah.
And just watch the film.
Yeah, it's so good.
If you ever done a job where people don't think you're qualified for, or they shit on you and they say you're only there because they have to hire you, and you really want to be there, trust me, you get it through fucking Nick Jacoby, which is played by Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
You do get that feeling of like wanting to be somewhere and wanting to be something and like having to earn it the hardest fucking way possible. I don't want to get too emotional with that, but that was like a real hard part of that whole film is like seeing somebody who's actually like you think of them as all bad guys, but they're like, you watch the orcs, everybody is something in this film.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a lot of jackasses in every culture, race, creed, and whatever.
Yeah.
And religion, and like
it's just it's like a
just a reminder of life.
It's like a good metaphor for like that stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of dope to
pretty
to
good
watch
metaphor
it.
for
Yeah. I mean, it's sick. It's kind of like the X-Men.
Yeah.
The whole it's like the same.
You can't change
similar.
how you're born.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's our thoughts on it. Go watch the film. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to. Let us know what you thought about the film. I want to hear like what if you didn't like the film.
I'm willing to argue all day long
if you don't like the film. I want to hear what you think about it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you like the film too, let me know what you guys start a discussion. All right. I think that's it. I'm Nate Von Doom.
I'm Billy Bombs.
See you next time, or on the flip side, or I don't know, somewhere. Maybe
hit the button.
Shut.